Manchester Fighting Championships 1 Genesis has just took place. A great card, great spectacle. Everyone enjoyed it. I'm here with Carl and Aaron, who running the show. How have you guys found it?
Tough. It's harder than fighting, to be honest, I think. No, it was good, great card. The fighters were dead easy to work with. We had a few pull-outs that we wanted to change, but on the night everything went perfect. Carl's done a top job all the way through. Just worked together and it's gone pretty much swimmingly. So yeah, I'm pretty happy.
We would like to thank all the different fight teams that have showed up and really represented themselves well and done well for ourselves. So we appreciate that and we appreciate yourselves coming down too.
How did you find it in the octagon? Well, octagon cage. I'm being like UFC now. In the cage, how did you find that announcing the fights?
Well, definitely different. You know, I think from training the lads up and obviously seeing them in there, that was a very proud moment for us as coaches. Even though we try not to be too involved with the lads that were fighting on our show, behind the scenes, a couple of lads have really come through and really progressed. And I had a teammate of mine fight tonight, so that was different. You know, announcing their teammates fight and stuff. But to be impartial as you can and just to see the reaction of the crowd, it was really good. And again, for our first show, we're delighted with it, and we're hoping that the second one will be just as prosperous. Yeah.
When is the second one?
October 19th it's going to be, the week before the UFC comes to Manchester, so hopefully we'll give a little bit of a
Is that official
that
the UFC comes to Manchester?
It's official, yeah. It's been released.
If it wasn't, it is now.
I thought you were going to say a week before your birthday. That's my birthday's the week after that. I thought you knew me too well. Then I was going to be like, here we go.
That's what I meant.
His birthday. But you know, on the matchmaking side of things, you know, you had a few pullouts. No, not pullouts. Lee Monkey Thompson broke his hand, didn't he? And
well, to be fair, we had probably about 3 weeks ago. I had a card that was pretty much that. It was 50-50, weren't it? We come from. My idea was we got the card going. We stepped back. It was quite impartial, and we picked our fights. And the fights, I don't know if you've seen Jack Davis, and he's one of my guys. His fight was the one that's been planned for 6 weeks. Was you know, pretty a close fight. He took ahead and he got the win, but it wasn't like all smooth sailing. It wasn't a fight what he was going to go in and easily win. Tom Blaze, Lee Monkey Thompson, until a week ago was a good fight. If you look at the fight, all 50-50. Nay Jones is a debut guy. He's not trained for too long. That was a fight that could go either way. And then one of the twins who, unfortunately, his opponent pulled out and his opponent didn't turn up. That was another.
I think with matchmaking, it's one of the things. When Aaron first got into the sport, you know, anybody would fight anybody, and you see people back then when MMA first really kicked off, and they're obviously coming and coaching people tonight, and they fought anybody. And we're trying to take it back to that. You see some of the shows, everyone's got a manager. You know, these guys are 1-0 in amateur, and they've got a manager, and we want good fights. You know, and we've matched a really good card, and unfortunately these things happen. We expect it to happen. You know, on the night a couple more people dropped out, and these things do happen. We accept that. But I think moving forward, we really want to again match really competitive fights and make sure that our show and working alongside Tom Blackledge's show and Adam Tay and everybody, that we appreciate everybody's help and Lee as well, who's got a show coming with Rob Riley and people like that, have really helped us towards matching the show and everything like that. So I think together we're trying to get a competitive area in Northwest, make it a hotbed of MMA, and I think if we can get someone fighting on this show that goes to the UFC like some of the people that fought in the competitive fights, that's what it's about, isn't it? I think the more competitive fights you have at an early stage, the better you're going to be, and that's really what we're trying to promote.
Yeah, like you said, there's no point getting guys that are just going to get run through in 30 seconds.
That's what it's built on now, MMA. You get guys who pick. This is a typical MMA story. You get a guy, gets a bit of talent, a year and a half in the gym, throw him in, he fights a Lithuanian, blitzes him. No offence to Lithuanians, I mean the guys that come over. He fights another guy who's an idiot, another one.
Speaking of idiots.
Yeah, there we go, we've got one. He's just finished fighting, he's getting a shower.
He's retired.
No, and then you'll build through, get to 6 fights, turn you pro, you'll do the same for 3, and then you'll fight someone who's fought 5 times, nowhere got the record yourselves have got, the guy's got, but he's fought 50-50 fights, he'll get smashed and then look round and wonder why he's getting beat.
Record, we're really getting close to what boxing, the demise of boxing, you know, people not fighting anybody, scared of fighting anyone until they got 20 fights and 20 wins, and a padded record is not what people want amateur-wise. Obviously when you're professional, maybe protect your O if you have one, but I think for now you're going to get better with competitive fights, and also the crowd wants to see a good tear-up, and a lot of fights tonight were good tear-ups, so we're delighted about that.
Have you got any special picks for fights that you thought were good tonight, like your fight of the night, some of that? I know you might have to watch them back, but any that stand out to you?
Daniel Cassell versus Ben Thompson was a good back and forth fight. You know, when I picked up the cards and it was unanimous decision. I think it was a fair result, but at the same time I was shocked because there was a lot of swing. The second round was a swing round. You know, David Zan fight was a very technical fight that he came victorious in. and there was a good couple of technical submissions that probably pulled out a win for someone that might have been a little bit further behind. So, and also the fight, Tom Blackledge fight Rory Lonsdale with Baz Williams, that was back and forth action, and he ended up pulling out the submission. But I think both those fights we'd love to have on our card again because it was really entertaining. They both came to win, so that's all you can ask for.
You got any, or is he
No,
said it all?
Yeah, he spoke for us.
And is there anyone that you guys want to thank, give a shout out to, sponsors, or anyone that's really helped you?
Carl remembers better than me. That's the fast.
I want to thank everybody really for helping us, all the security team, everybody that's helped out behind the bar, support me and Aaron. You know, this is really in its infancy, so we've built it up from nothing, and hopefully it will get somewhere where we want it to be. I think Aaron personally should thank his own sponsors, CMP, and everybody
CMP.
Like that. You know, but I'll do that for him. In fact, if you want to sponsor me, CMP, I'd love a pro recover right now. I'm gagging.
Well, cheers, guys, and great show.
Thank you, Simon, as well, for covering the show.
Cheers, thank you. Sorry, as well.